Welcome to the video lecture series of digital image processing. This is lecture number 19, where we will solve some of the numericals based on image enhancement in spatial domain. In the previous lectures, you have studied about the various types of transformations which can be applied on image so that image quality can be improved. Those transformations were linear point transformation, non-linear point transformations and piecewise linear transformation. So let us begin today's lecture and solve the numericals based on these techniques.
First question is, obtain the digital negative of the following 3x3 grayscale image. A 3x3 image is being given over here where each and every pixel level is being mentioned. So since this is a grayscale image, so here n is what? 8. So 2 raised to the power n is what? 2 raised to the power 8, which will gives us total 256 levels. Therefore, G of xy, which is the transformed image, this is what? L minus 1 minus of fxy. Just substitute the value of L and fxy from this matrix. You will be getting the resultant one, which is the G. This is what? See. If you take first pixel, which is the 121, so what you will be getting over here? L means 256 minus 1 minus 121. So it will gives you 134. For next case 205, it would be 256 minus 1 minus 205. So here you will be getting 50. So just by putting the value of fxy from the given matrix, you will be getting these pixel values. 128, 98. This is 3. This would be 138 and this is 19. So this is how the inversion operation is being applied, which is the case of the digital negative, and this is the resultant image. Next question is, given that gray level is from 0 to 7, that is 8, apply the following transformations, which is inversion, square root, square function, logarithmic function, given that C is equal to 1 and R is equal to 1.2 and the 4x4 input image is this. And now after applying all these transformations, we have to write down the final equation. So let us solve first part, inversion. You know that for the inversion, the transformation can be achieved by applying this mathematical equation, L minus 1 minus f of xy. Again here L is what? Number of gray levels, means L is 8. This case L is what? 8. So L minus 1 is what? 7. And this equation will be what? 7 minus f of xy. So you will be getting G of xy. Now input is given. Apply this and directly write down the resultant matrix. This is what? First pixel value is 1. So corresponding to 1, it would be what? 7 minus 1 means 6. Second pixel value is 2. So this is what? 7 minus 2 is 5. Similarly, you will be getting all these pixels for the transform matrix. This is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 5, 4. Now apply square root transformation. Square root transformation is defined by this mathematical function Under root of 7 into fxy. Fxy is what? Intensity level of the corresponding pixel being mentioned over here. Now, just you have to apply this function to all these. Write down the resultant. G of xy is what? Draw the 4 cross 4 matrix and keep writing all the pixel values after applying it over here. This is what? 2.6. This is what? This is 1, means fxy is 1, so under root of 7 is what? 2.6. Next is 2. Fxy is 2, so under root of 14 is what? 3.7. Accordingly, you will be getting all these values. This is 5.2, 5.9, 5.9, 6.4, 6.4, 6.4, 7, 6.4, 6.4, 6.4, 7, 3.7 and 4.5. Now just round off all these values to write down the final answer. So G of xy is what? Round off all the terms. You know that for 2.5 you will write it as 3. So this would be 3, 4, 5, 5. This is 6, 6, 6 and 6. This term 6, 7, 6, 6. This is 6, 7, 4 and 5. So this is how the transform is being calculated while applying square root function. Next, apply square function. Square function, you know that gxy is what? F of xy, its whole square. Now apply this. Write down the resultant gxy. Square of all the terms. This is very easy, just you have to remember all these mathematical formulas. Square of all the terms means given that input is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, square of all these terms. So it would be 1, 4, 9, 16. Write it down. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 25, 36, 36, 36, 49, 36, 36, this is 36, 49, 4 and 9. So, because here you are getting more intensity terms which exceeds its value greater than 7. So, those higher terms can be rounded off to the 7 and finally it can be written as, means the higher component, maximum component will be 7 only. So, all the values exceeding 7 will be written as 7. 1, 4, 7, 7, these all 7. See, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 4 and 7. This is what the resultant matrix after applying square function. Now apply logarithmic function. For logarithmic function, you know that the mathematical equation is this. And here a is what? 0.5. Now apply all these terms and write down the resultant of gxy. Just you have to substitute the value of fxy and a. Simplify all the terms. You would be getting 1, 1.15, 1.23, 1.3, 1.35, 1.35, 1.34, 1.39, 1.39, 1.40, 1.42, 1.39, 1.39, 1.39, 1.42, 1.15, 1.23. Just you are substituting value of fxy into this equation, and whatever the value you are getting, you are writing in this form. Now, round off the values in the above matrix, whatever you have calculated after putting the values of fxy into the given equation. So what you will be getting? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All the terms are 1. Now, apply power function to determine the transformed image. While applying power function, you have to write down the value of C, given that C is what? 1 and this is 1.2. Apply the value of fxy, simplify it, and whatever you are getting, just you have to round it off. After rounding off all the values, you are getting the 4x4 matrix where the components are 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 7, 9, 9, 9, 10, 9, 9, 9, 10 to 4. You have substituted the value of fxy, c and gamma into this equation, calculated it, rounded it off, and again in this case you can see that some of the gray levels are exceeding to value 7. So you need to round off or put or limit that value. Maximum value is 7. See, this is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 7, 7, 7. This would be 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 2 and 4. This is what the resultant image or the transformed image while applying power function. Next question is, a gray level image is given. F, this is of 2x2. Its range is from 10 to 60. You have to transform this image to the another image whose range is from 120 to 180. What should be the gray level of the transformation? This is a question of range normalization, and you know that the range normalization can be done by applying this function, this mathematical expression. Here you know that D is what? 180, C is 120 because you have to transform into this one. B is what? 60, A is 10. So you know that all these values you are getting over there. Now substitute these values in the above equation. You are getting gxy is what? 180 minus 120 upon 60 minus 10. Fxy minus A, which is 10, plus C, which is 120. So this is what you are getting. Now what you have to do? You will be getting the resultant of 2x2, where each and every value will be transformed. So first substitute fxy as 10. You will be getting this term. Now substitute fxy as 15 in this equation. You would be getting this term. Then by applying 20 this term, by applying 50 this term. So what would be the resultant? You are getting, you can check it after the simplification. You will be getting 120, 126. Its value is 132 and its value is 168. So this is the function while applying range normalization. Next question is, apply gray level slicing of an image. Given images of 3x3 size. Here R1 is 3 and R2 is 6. For this 3x3 size image, each and every intensity component is given And you know that gray level slicing is being done into two manners, without background and with background. Without background, you know, when the value of R is in between R1 and R2, it would be L minus 1, otherwise it would be 0. And you know that here L is what? 8. So when L is 8, what you are going to write it over here? G of xy is what? What would it be the resultant image? See, it is very easy, just you have to remember these formulas. When R is in between 3 to 6, it would be L minus 1 and otherwise it would be 0. See, here the intensity component is what? 3. So it would be L minus 1 means 7. This is 4, 7, 7, 6. It means this value is 7, 7. You can check it. Here the value is 7 means it is outside the 6. So it would be 0. Accordingly, all these terms 1, 2, 2, these are below this boundary line. So this would be 0. So you have to remember this formula and you'll be able to write it down. With background, in the case of with background condition, you know that when R is in between R1 and R2, which is 3 to 6, it would be L minus 1. See, in this case, it would be L minus 1, which is 7. Otherwise, it would be 1. Whatever the value of given image, but transformed image will have the intensity component as 1. In this case, what would be the resultant image? See, given is 3. So in between 3 to 6, it is L minus 1, which is 7. This is also 7. 7, 7, 7. See, in this case 7 beyond this boundary. So this would be 1, 1, 2, 2. So all these pixel values will be 1. So this is the case when performing gray level slicing with background. Next question is, apply bit plane slicing of the following image. It is of 3 cross 3 given that. So in the case of bit plane slicing, when it is being performed, first you have to write down the binary equivalent of pixels. This is what you can see in this given image. Binary equivalent of pixels means for 7 it can be written as 111. For 6 this is 110. For 5 101. It would be 100, 011, 010. This is 001, 011 and 000. In next step, let LSB is changed to 0. Then image is reduced to. Now the given image will be written as by changing the LSB as 0. So here LSB is what? This value, this term, this term. So it would be 110, 110, 100, 100, 010, 010, 010, 000, 000. So here the image is reduced to this form when LSB is being converted as 0. Now image can be further reduced to the following form. Again, reconvert it and write it down. 110 is what? It can be written as 6. 110 is 6. This is 4. This term will be 4. 010 is 2. This is 2. 0. This term is 2. And this is 0. So, from here, this is the resultant one. So, this is the way to apply bit plane slicing in the given image. So, here in this lecture, you have solved multiple questions based on linear transformations and non-linear transformations.